signing for the deaf, but communicating nonsense. Today, the story went from puzzling to alarming. The man says he was hallucinating as he stood on stage next to the leaders, and that he has experienced violent outbursts in the past. Senior correspondent Susan Ormiston reports.
Words from the powerful to a global audience. Tributes Tuesday for Nelson Mandela. Trouble is, the interpreter for the deaf got the messages wrong. At worst, he was signing gibberish. Today, Thansanqa Jantjie says he suffered hallucinations.
I see angels coming to the stadium. And immediately I see angels coming to the stadium, I start realizing that the problem is here.
Jantjie says he is being treated for mental illness, and his episodes have happened before.
Sometimes I will react violently on that place. Sometimes I will see like things like chasing me, and then, I was in a very difficult position.
Yet he was hired and accredited to stand right next to world leaders. The South African government won't say who hired him or checked his credentials. The company he allegedly worked for has disappeared.
On behalf of the family,
or why only one interpreter had to translate up to 17 tributes over 4 hours. That would tax anyone.
He was alone. Matters started well, and then in the middle he became tired and lost concentration. Did a mistake happen? Yes. He became overwhelmed. He did not use the normal signs. We accept all that.
Deaf South Africa has complained before about Jantjie's interpreting last year. As for Jantjie,
if I've offended anyone, please forgive me. But what I was doing what I believe is my calling.
The government has launched an investigation and apologized to deaf around the world. Given the magnitude of the Mandela Memorial, the government let a big detail slip. Wendy.
Thanks so much, Susan. Susan Ormiston. Understandably, the biggest concern being raised is the potential security risk to U.S. President Barack Obama.
It's frightening that an individual that maybe is having significant mental issues was allowed to stand next to the president and other dignitaries. It's amazing and very frightening.
A White House spokesperson said today there was no concern about the president at any point during the trip, and the Secret Service said it had agreed on security measures with the South African government, which was responsible for screening people at the memorial. The Secret Service also pointed out that U.S. agents were always in close proximity to Obama.